Rangate lock miter cutter. Good for pieces from 13 to 34 millimeters thick. So today we're going to do 20 millimeter thick material with it, a little bit thicker than 3/4. This is a very tricky cutter to set up. So I've got it programmed into the machine in automatic mode, but I'll explain a little bit about it. Horizontally, based on the thickness of your piece, you want to be centered on this 9 millimeter dimension in the middle. So in the case of the 20 millimeter thick material, we want to be 5.5 from the table top to this first line, which will be center of that. So I've got this in the automatic mode of the machine. If you don't have a repeatable automatic machine, it's good to have some templates of the cutter, which I'll show you as soon as we put it in. So the other thing, we're using a machine that has a 30 millimeter spindle. So we're going to use some reduction bushing, since this is 1.25" cutter head. So you can see they're very thin to go from 1.25" to 30 millimeters. Fine. So we'll put those in. Placing the cutter in the machine. I've already set the fence in automatic mode, and I will set the height right now after I spindle on. So based on the 20 millimeter thickness, we should be set. Just kind of check here. Now, if you're doing this manually, it's good to have a piece, a sample piece that you can just put in there to do a little test with. As you can see that we're right there. So that's one way to set this. Once you get it figured out, you can have some sample pieces. So the first cut we're going to do with the feeder down, and then the second cut, the board has to go through like this. So we're going to we'll just run this and see how we end up. I move the fence in because I cannot bridge the fence for the horizontal cut, but I can for the vertical cut. So I'm just going to get that in there kind of close as I can, both directions. Okay, one thing with this cutter, the Aigner fence, you have to be very careful. If you see coming off the outfeed, we're going to slip into the fence, so we've got to be sure to raise this fence up to give a bearing surface. That's a very knife sharp edge, so it's very critical that that has to rest there. And I'll raise the other fence up to match that. Okay, so I just cut that piece in half. This was a piece that was run vertical, and that's a piece that was run horizontal. We'll just check our fit. Looks good.